Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the show that will not be named. I'm your host, Brian, or two Game Prince, whatever you prefer. And today, I'm eating a chicken palm sandwich for breakfast. Now, I don't know what the fuck I clicked on. Or maybe YouTube's algorithm just thinks I'm really interested in this subject. But when I go onto YouTube, I go into my recommendeds and shit like that. Every other video is a Michael Myers versus Jason. And today, I got one. It's by YFV, called Solving the Michael Myers Case. What is he? In like parentheses. At least I think that's parentheses. I don't know. Yeah, parentheses. And today that led me to just solve the Michael Myers thing once and for all. Yeah, because I feel like it was all spelled out in the movies. But everybody just keeps on perpetuating this kind of like, what about the comics universe? And the I'm going to give it to you straight. Ready for this shit? This is going to be the final word on it. Because I'm tired of hearing speculation about this. It's easy, it's cut and dry, it's so simple. In order to kill Michael Myers, fucking blow him up. Stick a pipe bomb up his ass and blow him up. In every movie he's in, they just shoot him, they stab him, they electrocute him, they pump him full of drugs, they decapitate him only for them to tell you in the next movie that it wasn't actually him. For those of you who are like, hey, you just spoiled the movie for me. It's like a fucking 10 years old. Get over it. Basically. Just fucking blow him up. Jason, that's a little harder. Jason's been blown up and he's come back together. So, I can't really say anything for that. But Michael Myers, I feel like he is far easier to kill than people make it out to be. Yes, he can heal from getting his eyes shot out. Yes, he can heal from being overdosed on drugs. Yes, he can heal from being shot to kingdom come by an entire police station. But have you tried blowing him up? Sure, you set him on fire, alright. And for those of you who say blowing him up in the second movie when Loomis went doesn't count. Doesn't fucking count. Because Loomis survived that fucking shit. If Loomis survived that, Michael Myers is going to survive that explosion. That was not a real explosion. That was more like a fire pop. I don't even count that as a real explosion. We need a Michael Bay explosion. You find out Michael Myers is in a town somewhere, you drop a fucking nuke on it. I don't care who's around. You want to get rid of him, you drop a fucking nuke. Because, lately, they haven't shown, at least in the movies, I haven't seen anything to suggest that he's, like, able to survive past any normal living human date. Like, I don't know, maybe he'll die when he's 60. I mean, if we're going by, the old films, like the continuation, I mean the long series, if we're going by that, then we have the Cult of Thorn, or the Thorn Cult, which basically just means that he's tied to Satan, so Satan's going to keep bringing him back. But what happens when you blow him up? I noticed the same thing in, I think it was American Horror Story, 1984, 85 or whatever. I'm like, they always just, what do you call it? Long story short, in that show, one of the characters, not going to say who, keeps coming back because he gets ties with, like, Satan. And Satan just keeps regenerating him. Or not regenerating him, it just keeps making his injuries go away. Like, if he shoots him, bullet comes out, thing heals, he wakes up again. Gets stabbed in the head, shit heals, he wakes up again. I'm like, well, yeah, but what would happen if you just literally cut him up into 5 different pieces and spread him to all different corners of either, of wherever you're at. Just separate the pieces completely. Then those pieces are going to have to force their way back together, and you can just keep them from getting back together. Put them in 5 different boxes, and then put all those boxes inside boxes, put those boxes inside boxes, and then put all 5 of those boxes in one box. and then put a fucking giant rock on top of it. Like, I feel like the only reason Michael Myers, because everyone talks about, whenever people are discussing Michael Myers, they're always just like, oh, well, he could come back from anything. The only things that we have seen him come back from are shootings, stabbings, slicings, and, getting kicked through a fucking window by 2 Chainz or whatever the hell that rapper was in that stupid fucking Halloween installment. It's not very hard. Just blow him up. Cut him into bits. I feel like they aren't exploring that. That's why it pisses me off whenever people compare Michael Myers to Jason Voorhees. Because Jason Voorhees is literally, he's been Wolverined. He's been reduced to a droplet of blood and come back from fucking a leech demon thing that's actually him that possesses someone else when they eat it. There's some fucking weird shit like that. At least Jason has also some like comic history where he's actually a deadite, which I actually thought was kind of cool. God, why can't they just make, Ash versus Freddy versus Jason? That'd be so amazing. Make a movie of that, yeah. Or turn it into a TV show, whatever. But yeah, Jason's got this history in the comics. Michael Myers, as far as I know, they just talk about his backstory and him killing more people, but no one's blown him up, though. No one's cut him into a bajillion pieces. No one's... Okay, if Satan exists, right, in the Michael Myers universe, send him to hell. I don't know. They showed in the movies, at least in the original films, because they decided to reboot the whole fucking thing for the umpteenth time, they showed that I guess Satan exists. Otherwise, Michael Myers wouldn't keep coming back. At least the Cult of the Thorn keeps bringing it, they told Satan, bring this guy back until he kills everyone in his bloodline, apparently. So, wouldn't that mean that hell exists? And wouldn't that mean that there should exist someone, maybe a psychic, because psychic powers and psychic links and shit do exist in the Halloween universe. At least they did in the old series. I don't know anything about the new one. But basically, wouldn't that mean that they could basically pull a Jason and have a psychic person literally, kill him permanently? Send him to hell? And at least until he gets brought back in a reboot in which he fights Freddy Krueger, but I'm getting a little off track. Basically, stop putting Michael Myers at the same fucking level as Jason. Jason would obviously win because Michael Myers has never been fucking dismembered. At least to my memory. Never been dismembered. And I literally have all the fucking... Look at it. You see that? You see that? I got like 90% of them. 90%. And I've seen the ones that even the ones I don't have, I've seen fucking hundreds of times. He's never been dismembered. He's never been cut apart. Jason has. Stop putting Jason and Michael Myers on the same roster. Obviously, Jason could beat Michael. All he needs to do is cut off Michael's head. The one thing Jamie Lee Curtis couldn't do in that one fucking movie. Or at least, the series should have ended there, man. She should have cut off his fucking head and that should have been the end of it. What is it? H2O, I believe? And then the other one was Halloween something fucking or other. That was so stupid. So stupid. But the series should have probably ended with, his decapitation. Because no one's ever done that before. If you did that to Jason would just, crawl out of the lake 2 months later. Ooh, his body washed into the lake and then it regenerated because the lake is like magic or some fucking bullshit. Well, that's my final word on it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Adios.